circle of friends see shadows crawl in the corner on the wall. Voices whisper in the chilling air. Lanterns flicker when no one's there. Joe and Rob will lead you there. So join the circle if you dare. Join the circle if you dare. Feel the chill, it's everywhere. Spirits rise, we're made aware. So join the circle if you Scooby see what we can't see. Joe sees wicked gifts, they set souls free. Doors that open when no one is there. Lost souls scream eternally. Footsteps echo, worlds collide. We seek the truth, no place to hide. Join the circle if you dare. Feel the chill, it's everywhere. Spirits rise, we're made aware. So join the circle if you dare. Tables tip and cat balls glow. How that happens, no one knows. Cold spots come and then they go. Are ghosts real? Circle of friends will help you know. Footsteps echo, worlds collide. We seek the truth, no place to hide. Join the circle if you dare. Feel the chill, it's everywhere. Joe and Rob will lead you there. So join the circle if you Join the circle if you dare. Feel the chill, it's everywhere. Spirits rise, we're made aware. So join the circle if you dare. The circle.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good grief. Here we go again.
Yeah, we look like two Radio One presenters, don't we? Was it Smashy and Nice? Whoever it was.
Who are they?
Harry Enfield.
All right, I don't know them. Sorry, that just went over my head. Anyway, so we're here. It is Easter Sunday. Hope everybody's had a lovely, lovely Easter. You can stop chuckling in the background, Easter. And
Hi, Nat. It's good to feel.
oh yeah, hi. Yeah. So it's what a lovely day it's been today. Apart
Yeah,
from
a
a bit
bit
of hail
windy.
and stuff. And sorry, not so good for you up north. I do appreciate that. So I've had a bit of storm, Dave.
Storm Dave, yeah.
Dave. Sounded like Black Country then, didn't it? Anyway, so
Yeah. It's been
a month.
it's been a long month. We don't normally sort of do a block of 4, but we did a block of 4.
It's been
2 of
busy.
them were off grid, well, we weren't even events. One we were invited to by Paranormal Opinion Pensions. They invited us across, so we went. And the other one was something that came up sort of last minute, and we sort of took advantage of it and jumped on it.
We did indeed.
Anyway, so yeah, we don't.
What a night that was.
Hi, Jill. We don't
Hello,
normally
Jill.
we don't normally do a block. We like to have a gap in between. Otherwise, it's like it come, you're living out of a suitcase sort of.
Yeah, very, very glad to have this weekend of doing absolutely jack
Yes.
squat.
Yeah, yeah.
But of course, next weekend,
I can hear
wow.
chuckling in the
No,
background.
that's Paul in the background. He's coming on in a bit. So, yeah, then we're up to Chillingham Castle next weekend.
Yes,
There is still time to jump on and
there
take
is.
advantage of this fantastic offer.
Absolutely, yes.
10% off.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've got 4 other people.
Four other
So
people.
I've been used to looking at 3 screens. So it's like there's 4 people, 3 screens, and yeah, we couldn't remember what happened. So
We've dragged all the rest
yeah,
of the
we
team
asked
on.
for backup. So we have Paul,
Hello.
who's an investigator,
Down there.
Scooby, who's team manager,
I've got to
and
get my
we've
finger
got
the right way now. Can't do it.
Jane, who is assistant manager,
Hiya.
and Phil, who is an investigator. So, full house.
Scoops is down there. There you go. Wait. You have to remember you're on the opposite, aren't you?
Okay, no, I'll say nothing. Yeah, so, yeah, so yeah, like I said, we did a block of 4, and
My body clock's all over the place.
yeah, after the last one, it threw me completely, well, threw me under the bus almost. But it was like, yeah. But I'll explain that later on.
We'll talk about that one.
So we did Moira Furnace. I really like that location. I love canals anyway. It's right next to the canal.
Well, we're the only second. We're the second team in since they've reopened again.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was.
Hi, Mikey.
It's somewhere. Oh, Mikey! It's somewhere I've wanted to do for ages, but of course it was shut for refurbishment. So little smiley faces at the bottom. Oh, look at that. Cool. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the comments of Mikey's 3 little smiley faces and 3 hearts. If you missed out, Mikey, you should have 4 smiley faces and 4 hearts. Or 2, 4, 6, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
Moira Furnace.
yeah. So yeah, it was for me. It was a little bit quiet to start off with.
It's done it. So,
Well, yeah, it was a little bit quiet. Fabulous building though. And yeah, we went to the top floor. I think we did pendulum, and then we did we did some board work. Were you in my?
I was.
You in my?
I was.
What do you remember about that? Nothing.
Not a lot.
No, I can't remember. That's why I've got everybody else.
Phil was in your team.
It was.
I'll drop him in.
Over to you, Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise-
Well, okay. So up in the top room, if you remember, we did a Ouija board,
Jog me memory. Yeah,
and
we
we
did.
had and we had a guy
Please
called
mention.
Alan
Oh
from
gosh, yeah, I remember, yeah,
1839,
yeah.
and he had problems talking, had problems with his voice. Works in the
Oh, I
furnace.
remember.
Yes, I remember that now. Yeah, yeah.
I remember when we went
Yeah.
outside. Yeah, that was afterwards then.
And then we had a Walter, and also we had a Jack as well.
I remember Jack, yes, because yeah, wasn't he a youngish chap?
Yeah.
He was a
Mhm.
youngish chap, wasn't he? And then he, yeah, wasn't he? Because one of them was Alan. Alan lived there, didn't he? Or was it Jack that lived there?
Yeah, yeah.
One of them lived there, and
Well, we had a
yeah,
Walter, we had an Alan, we had a Jack,
Yeah.
and we had an Isaac as well.
yes,
Remember him? Yeah.
Yes.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Isaac
Kathy did pick up on a
the?
young lad.
yeah. So that's good because cross
He was a
teams again.
foreman.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sure
We
Isaac
had
was a
Isaac.
supervisor.
You had an Isaac as well, Wicked. So
Yeah,
that's
in our
both
group.
that's both
Um,
teams then. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't a very nice person.
Mm,
No.
Yeah.
It was Alan that worked the furnace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wasn't was Jack?
And yeah, so he was. Now Jack. No, I don't know. We had any. I don't think we had any more from Jack.
No. Didn't he stood outside? He was standing
He
outside
was. Yeah.
the room, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Mm.
Mikey just said
Yes.
Isaac was real. Yes, it was.
We tried to find out whether he was
No.
whether he was related, but I don't think he ever gave.
Yeah,
us
there was.
information
I
whether he
remember there
was or
be,
not.
being a reference to Gresley Old Hall because that was only a few
Yeah.
miles away. So there was a reference that was later on in the night.
Yeah.
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 And we wondered
Yeah.
whether there was a because do we have
Wasn't it Alan? Was it Alan that knew one of the residents at Gresley? If I
Well,
remember
there was a
correctly.
Zach. Now there was a Zach who was standing with Alan.
Yeah.
And I think it was either the Zach or it was Alan that had something to do with Gresley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Zach knew the owner of Gresley.
That was it. Yeah. Yeah. And he yeah, he knew about the
it's
issue with
Henry.
the monks. Henry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's Henry that goes to more he visits Mora Furnace sometimes.
Yes. Yeah. Because he connected with me,
Yeah.
didn't he?
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All coming back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time.
It's been a long time ago.
So yeah, that was the first bit. I mean, I know.
Well, that was our group. So let Jane.
Oh, so go on, Jane. Sorry.
Back to the top.
Mm.
So we obviously, with ours, we got Kathy that picked up on a boy that had lost his life, and it turned out that it was Isaac that took his life. But then me and one of the guests went outside on the bridge and used the dowsing rods, and we picked up on a lady who was pregnant and
Remember that?
had her
Yeah.
baby at the side of the canal. But
We had the
unfortunately,
same thing.
it was stillborn.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaac had actually killed her as well and dumped her body in the bushes just at the side of the canal. And the little boy's name was Michael.
We had reference to a body in the
Yes.
bushes.
Yeah.
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 It's, 'It's interesting because I mean I know we haven't.
Okay, so yeah.
We haven't.
But, okay, so yeah.
We haven't.
But
because we haven't read your notes,
No.
see. So you know, we've just left it to tonight.
No.
So
Yeah,
have a bit more of a chat then.
I completely forgot what happened.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
we went out.
And the lady's
we-
name was Victoria.
I think we have Victoria as well.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure we had a Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We did? Okay.
sure we had a Victoria.
Because we had Victoria, and I
But I
think it
don't
was.
think it was in. Yeah, I don't think it was in the first session.
No, it was up in
No,
the
it's
top.
second.
When we're heading
Yeah,
across
that's
the
where
bridge
we
and up.
had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we were
that's where
we
we
were up in
got
the
it
top
picked up.
building.
Yeah. Yeah, it was up in the loft
Yeah.
when we had Victoria.
Someone took my hair as we walked down the bridge.
Natalie says she's got the name Isaac from her
Yeah,
Okay.
research. Jill says someone took my hair as we walked down to the bridge
Yeah.
from upstairs.
Mhm.
Yeah. Can't read all the thingy. Mikey, Victoria was a lady of the night. Ah, yeah.
Remember that? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was. Yeah.
She sold her body basically to feed a family. That's what we
Mhm.
picked up on.
This is good because this is pretty similar across both groups.
Yeah.
So that's really
I
good.
mean,
Yeah.
you'll have
Yeah.
to take our word for it, but we haven't spoke about it. All we've done is
No.
moved on to the next event. So it until tonight, it hasn't been discussed. I mean, it's been that long ago because it was beginning of March. I forgot what went on. I can remember some of it. But I remember the first part being
And this is why we take notes.
yeah, but I never get a chance. It
I know.
all moves so fast. I can't write that fast.
No.
Yeah, and
What's that?
I was going to say the boy that Kathy picked up on was actually one of Victoria's sons
Oh right, okay. So I'm just fiddling with the
that
computer.
we've
boy.
got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
God, what have I got there? So I was just trying to get rid of.
And we did actually get Victoria and her son and his friend all back together so that they weren't trying to find each other.
Brilliant.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Was that chappie we had when I
No.
did the pendulum? And we had that.
It was. I know. I might be wrong with the name here. I think it was Isaac, the supervisor. Basically, we attained. Is that the correct word? Attained.
Yeah.
Or obtained. Or we worked out that he had taken a shortcut. He was. I don't know whether he was
Mhm.
behind schedule, but he'd taken a shortcut and he'd used a different fuel to light the furnace, and
Yeah.
there was a blowback,
Yeah.
resulting in
Yeah.
injuries, burning. I remember that bit, but it was
Yeah.
it might have, if Isaac was a supervisor, it was him, because he came through. Basically, every time we tried towards the end of the night, every time we tried to do an experiment or something like that, he'd be there. Get out! Come on!
What was that chappie that lived on the canal boat?
That was a young girl
That
who
was. Well, we had one guy who was a porter transporting the coal.
That's it.
Was it? Yeah.
And then there was a young girl
Yeah.
who travelled around the country. She was a mother, really young age, and she basically travelled around the country on a boat. I don't think she was grounded there. I think she was. I don't know. I'm not quite
There
sure.
you go. It says that's correct. Read the furnace. That was documented. The blast. They're using the wrong fuel.
Wow. Thanks, Nat.
Yeah, Michael said I kept smelling fuel, like paraffin. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I think they use fuel the furnace. Anyway, making the notes a little bit smaller, Scoobs, just so I can read them a bit better. Get back to idea. Yeah, I'm kind of, yeah. just a tad. Don't matter if you can't.
Or can we get rid of that? That bar.
Squash them in a bit.
Mm.
That's better. That's better. That's better. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can see nuts, no worries now.
Yeah. That's better. Yeah, Isaac was evil. You're right there, definitely.
Hi, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah, because
Yes,
we had
yeah.
the elementals from Weirdly Top come through to us
Ah,
when we
yes.
were upstairs. Because
'Cause
I
you came into
kept
our
telling me
group,
I'd got
didn't
to come
you?
see you. Yeah, to say that I'd got to come and check and just tell you. So
They were
yeah,
there.
because Isaac, or Mr. Smith as he was called.
Yeah, see, we didn't have anything, any link with those at all, did
No,
we? The
no,
elementals. So,
no.
no. That was,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
Yeah.
only had the one come through, and it was the one to do with like the earth and the plants that just said you need to just go check. And once I'd been down and checked, that was it. It was like they'd gone.
I like to check on him. Paul, all I'm going to ask you is because you were there a lot longer than any one of us.
Wow.
Can
What do you mean,
you,
wow.
can you know, sort of obviously because you did a bit of a walk of the grounds, didn't you, earlier? You know,
Yeah, we did, yeah. And we took all the photos for you. The lime kilns was a bit eerie, which was off to the right-hand side of the furnace. That was all abandoned. That was quite nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was the day the SLS just completely packed in.
it's
Uh,
Mr. SLS.
And
the rest of less.
Yeah.
yeah, it corrupted all the files, so we had absolutely nothing on the SLS from that meeting at all.
That's really weird. That.
But when I was upstairs with Jane, we had little stick figures coming up in the far corner. But other than that, there wasn't much that the
Okay.
SLS picked up.
Okay, interesting. And your overnight stay?
Peaceful, good breakfast.
Peaceful.
Yeah, nobody come and knocked on or nothing. Yeah, so we was there from about what was it, about 3 o'clock of the day, and then we left about 11 in the morning.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
it was all good.
It
I'd say
was,
the only
yeah,
thing
it was
we had, the only thing we brought from there was the pictures that we took,
yeah,
which you've actually published on the site, haven't you?
yes, yeah.
Mm.
Got to get them on you. What's it?
Yeah,
TikTok,
well,
and
we'll get them onto
Instagram,
well, YouTube. We'll link them all together and put them on YouTube. So
YouTube.
YouTube. You could do like a
You could do, yeah. Gonna get them on TikTok and Instagram.
yeah. Get them,
Mm.
While I'm on holiday, which I'll get. Bobby
Thank you,
has,
Bobby.
yeah. Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, if anybody else, if anybody does want to subscribe, brilliant, you know, please do, because then obviously you'll get all our videos. Not that we do many, but yeah. Right. If we
Anything else to say on Moira?
like to go back,
Yeah, it'd be good to go
I'd
back.
like to
Is
go
there
back.
anything else you need?
Yeah.
I think it's worth a second visit.
It'd be good to go back.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
think that's
Yeah.
definitely worth the second visit.
Yeah, I do like the
Yeah.
building.
We,
It's
we, we
it's
did
not a
have
building.
a lot going on.
Yeah. The caretaker as well, Katrina, she was fantastic as well.
Yeah.
So she, you know, she was
Jill,
very
go back.
very helpful. Still got to send
Mark
the
would
notes
like to
through
go back.
her. Okay. Jill says
Good
she'd go
amenity.
back.
Yeah, we could.
Cool.
We can look at that next year.
That's it. Then we'll roll that one for next year. Put that one on the list, Jane, and we'll get that one sorted. Keep me a list.
And
I'll forget.
it's handy because like it's
Yeah.
I know everything's north this year. It's a more southerly one.
It's middle, isn't it?
Yeah. So hopefully we can go a little bit lower than that next year. And not I know it's like Bobby's sort of down in Gloucester. It's hard for it to, or it takes a lot longer than anybody else to get to the event. So
Oh, apart from Scooby
Yeah, true.
and Paul. And
Yeah,
Jen.
well,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
They're like a little triangle, aren't they? You go one there, and one one in the middle. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking about. I was
yeah.
wondering, love triangle.
No, no, no.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll sort that one out for next year.
I've
Cool.
made a note so
So
that we don't forget to book it again.
fabulous, thank you. I'll get into
Yeah.
it.
So we left Moore and Furnace, and
Travelled south.
we didn't. We went across the country to Shrewsbury Prison.
Yes. Oh, cross country, yes, of course. Yeah. We went from east to west.
Yeah. What a fabulous building.
Wow.
We had a map, and we still
It was-
managed to
yeah.
get lost. Great place. Brilliant.
That place is huge. Can't
Yeah.
say anything else, but
In-
it's huge.
Interaction wise, we had somebody in the washroom.
Yeah, we had
Mhm.
to. Yeah. It's a young man called Eric Sykes.
Eric, no, I mean,
Oh,
young man who looked
Sky-
like Eric
looked like,
Sykes.
you
Yeah.
looked like him,
Yeah,
didn't we?
yeah.
We didn't get Eric Sykes.
Yeah.
Scooby,
Eric
you can
Sykes.
jump in on
Yeah,
this 'cause- as
that'd
well.
be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I think Scooby picked up on more than
Mm.
anybody. That particular one.
Mm.
Interaction, not really anything. Not so much.
Electronics didn't go off at
No.
all, did there? It was only the tab
No.
twos,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
No.
Temperature ones. Well, that was it. There was nothing
Mm.
electronic at all. It was.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You were on fire as well.
Mm.
Well, I mean, you saw the lady, didn't you? The grey
Yeah.
lady. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Jill
Yeah.
says she can't hear me. Can you hear me now, Jill? Hopefully you can hear
Turned
me.
himself off.
Well, yeah, you don't want a crazy Scotsman popping up in the background all the time, do you?
Yep, got you.
Yeah, right, going back to where we were, thank you guys. HMP Shrewsbury, yeah, the old school stuff seemed to work a hell of a lot better than the electronic equipment did.
Mm.
Great.
The dowsing rods, things like the Grey Lady making an appearance in the governor's office,
Mhm.
things like that. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't like it in there.
There was a lot going on in the governor's office. I think.
I didn't like
yeah,
that
there was.
room.
Yeah.
Oh, loads, didn't we?
I picked up on. I mean, which was good for me. I picked up on a governor.
Let's do a bit of advertising for Pepsi. There you go. Wrong one.
I picked up on a governor. Basically, he preferred the company of other males.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not sure whether there was something going on between him and one of the inmates. That would be speculation. But what I did get is in the top right-hand drawer of his desk, there
Yeah.
was a revolver, and that was because he was paranoid of a prison takeover. I don't know whether it's worried.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It was also
he
picked up on though that the gun was fired by a prisoner in there as well.
Mm.
yeah.
While you're on
So-
the subject of that, if you actually think back, after that session, we pretty much went for a break, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
And then when we relayed the information that we got from the governor's office, including the name that I picked up on for the lady,
Yeah.
she verified every single part of
Everything.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
Mm.
right
Yeah.
right down to the governor who had otherwise tendencies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
I'd like to go back. I think that place, it's it's a big one. It's expensive, but it's got so much to give,
Yeah.
and there's so much to cover. But it's all
Yeah,
down. It's all down to interest because it's
yeah. You
not a
couldn't
cheap one.
possibly, you couldn't. The scrying as well. I mean, I did some scrying with Phil. I don't know if anybody's got any notes. That was quite good.
We got notes on that.
I can't actually remember what we got, but it was quite interesting.
I
Well,
don't think we took notes that
yeah.
night, did we?
I mean,
No,
well,
we did take some, but I didn't get that last bit.
yeah. So
Okay,
we have
no
some
worries,
notes,
no
but we
worries.
don't have
It was
notes
it
on
was
the
good
sky.
anyway.
It was good. Yeah, it was good.
If I remember rightly, you got somebody who basically he was he knew
I don't know. Yeah.
he if I could be, please correct me if I'm wrong
Yeah.
on this, but he knew it was almost over, and it was basically, well, what's the point? No point, is there? What do you want to ask me? What's the
Yeah,
point?
he was. Yeah, yeah. I mean, his point of view was just,
I've done it.
yeah, I've done it. What can you do? Why are you asking me questions? What's the point of me asking or answering? Sorry, it's just
Yeah,
he was just sort of he just had this attitude of just whatever.
Right.
Ask what you
yeah,
like. I'm
Yeah.
not going to answer.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was just yeah. He
nice
was
one.
just
Yeah.
like a brick wall, really. Just it'll just bounce off him, and
Yeah,
who cares?
Yeah.
it's done, gone, over. Why bother?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. That was about it. Anything to add on Shrewsbury Prison before we move on?
I
Scoop?
think there was just that little. I was going to say there was a little bit, wasn't there, when on the first session where we picked up on that young man that had been put in prison, and he was quite nervous when there was too many people in there.
Yeah, yeah. The young lad who
Yeah,
he had a
we said possibly sort of like autistic or that sort of.
yeah.
And he liked a girl that was a little bit taller than me. We got light brown hair and wore it in a ponytail,
Yeah, I
which
remember
is what
that
we've
now.
got here.
And he
And he was fighting with the girl's brother.
yeah,
Mm.
and ended up
That's
getting
it.
hit over the head with a glass or a bottle or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we had that
Mm.
what's it as well? We had was it not the condemned cell, but the one where they held them,
Holding cell.
the
Oh yeah,
holding cell, wasn't it?
with the big dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
Yeah.
strange room. That was. Felt quite agitated in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Yeah, because I came out and sat out on
Yeah.
that one. But sat watching. Oh yeah, because when we were sitting on the bench with Scoobs, we saw that figure as well.
Yeah, the top end of the corridor.
Right
Yeah,
at the end, at the top of the
Yeah.
corridor.
yeah, and it was moving because
Um,
I put the laser dots on. You could see the shadows moving
You see the shadow,
in the
yeah,
dots.
yeah. So yeah, there's a fair bit. I think, to be honest, there were too many groups doing too many things
Yeah,
going on. So I think it
Yeah.
took the emphasis away. If you probably got two groups going on, that's enough for there.
Yeah, definitely.
One
I
side,
don't
one the
think the
other.
spirits knew where to go, really, did
Yeah.
they? It was like you've got people trying to talk to you, but who do you talk to?
Exactly. There's too much. I mean, yes, okay, it was very good. Thank you to it was at Cheshire Paranormal. I think it
Yes,
was,
that's
yeah.
it.
Thank you to them. They organised it, pretty well.
Well done.
Well done for that one. Thank you for Penny Pinchers for inviting us. But I do think there was too much. I think if you had guests there rather than a load of professionals, as it were, trying to each pull their own little bit, then yeah, and you've got guests, so you've only got two groups running. or 2 or 3 group. Yeah, that would be enough. I think you might get a bit more, to be honest.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like if you've got everybody, or was it 5 groups? 5 groups doing like their own thing,
5 or 6.
interact,
Yeah,
and then you
fine.
could quite easily sub
I
like
mean, you got 4 or 5 mediums there.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And each
Yeah.
one's
Mm.
trying to tap in, and so to
I'm
me,
not knocking it though. Not knocking it. It was
no,
good.
no, no,
It was a good night. I enjoyed it, and I'm really glad we went.
absolutely, it was
Mm.
great to go there. I think if it's somewhere that we cover, then yeah, don't know. I'll have a think on that one.
Yeah. We've always got. I know what's it? Beaumaris Jail. Has been mentioned just recently. So I think we could like put both on the table.
Yeah, Shrewsbury, Obi Morris. Yeah,
Yeah.
which one?
Mm.
If I remember rightly from Beaumaris Jail, I'm going to need an extra pack of batteries.
Oh, drain, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, Shrewsbury, you can actually do a sleepover, can't you?
Yeah.
Which makes it a lot easier for people.
Yeah.
Morris, I don't know whether you can. We'll investigate.
Yeah. We'll
Moving on swiftly.
we'll come back to that one. Anyway, so from there we went to Robert Craven Hall.
Paul, you can come back on again.
Hey.
Oh.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Can you hear us now? It's been real quiet.
Hello. Okay, brilliant.
Hey.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, for me, it's all about logistics. I'm thinking like if we've got 2 groups in close proximity to each other, then we might end up bleeding over. So I like to have a bit of space between each group.
Can I actually say one thing though?
Go on.
Peter he was fantastic.
It was,
wasn't he?
yeah.
What a host. He gave us a thorough tour. And yeah, what a lovely chap. So thank you very much for your hospitality.
Yes, yeah, thank you. Yeah,
If you're watching.
it's another one that for me I'd like to go back to.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Do you want to kick off with this one, Jane?
I didn't go this one.
She didn't go.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were there.
It was
No, not
it was
this
you.
one.
You
It
sure?
was Paul, you, me, and Scoop.
Yeah,
was on this.
apologies. Yeah.
It's one thing about it, you get to see different faces all the time. Are you this way?
So, well, sorry, Jane. So yeah.
Right.
Mikey said
The
it.
first session
do that.
for us
Enjoy
was
that
in
one.
this is what got me. This is probably the highlight for the night for me. We're sitting in 2 groups. One group, this is in the main hall. There's a stage in there. The other group's on the stage. Who was I with? I think it was Mikey on the floor.
Yeah, you had Mikey.
And yeah. Oh, it was Nat. Sorry, Mike. Oh, and we had both of them anyway. So yeah, it's a metal. There's metalwork in the roof. It's been a hot day, and obviously going colder as night comes in. Things start to move. Metal starts to shrink a little bit, and you obviously go and get
Excuse me, I'm just gonna put my hinge
creaks,
back on.
bangs, and knocks. And yes, we were hearing them. 1 or 2 were on almost on command, and for me, there's too many. I think it was coincidence. We did a pendulum. Now this is the interesting thing. And I can't remember before or after the pendulum. But anyway, uh, we did a pendulum, and I've heard, like Morse code, short bursts of Morse code. Now
Wicked.
we didn't know where it was coming from. I thought it was coming off the stage, and the guys on the stage thought it was coming from us. No, we you know, there was a bit of a discussion. You know, it's from over there. No, it's not. It's from over there. And we asked the question during the pendulum. I think it was a suffragette, if I remember rightly, and we basically asked the suffragette, the taps and bangs in the ceiling, is that paranormal? And she said no. How fantastic is that? A spirit.
There you go.
Deep-
Jill says at the end of the night in the hall, our group, which is my group,
Yeah.
had noises from the roof. Direct response to questions. You'll have to excuse me. I can remember something, but I wasn't very well that day.
Yeah. We had the same thing, Joe. But the only thing is, for me, there was that many of them. There's too many. If it had been like big spaces, but they were going off all the time. So I don't know. Possibly, maybe.
Ours weren't so frequent though. They were there, but they weren't as frequent.
For me, well, okay, but for me, there was still too many. If there was big gaps when we were there, it was quite. When we were in there, it was
Yeah,
quiet.
it was
Okay.
quiet. So yeah, yeah.
Okay,
The thing I liked
open question then.
was all the way through. There were like Jill, the more I'm going to say sensitive people to spirit were picking up on a lot of the same things.
That's it. It was we were table tipping on the stage.
on
Yeah.
the stage.
Yeah.
Oops, excuse back.
Whee!
We had so in the scrying room. I'm reading your notes now, Paul.
I did think so.
You did very good notes as well, thank you. One what we thought was funny was one of the spirit boxes actually told us, not spirit talk, but told us we were all liars.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm,
Yeah, it was good. That was,
um,
wasn't it?
I can't remember. We was talking about something or other, and it just came up. You're liars or liars or something along those lines.
No, we was introducing ourselves.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
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 and he said liars.
liars. We're like, no, I think we
No.
know who we are. Um, one of the guests asked if spirit was here to hurt us, and it replied, "You're not worth hurting."
Okay.
So cheers for that.
Yeah, I had to stay there the night, so I was quite happy about that one.
Kathy, she picked up on a spirit called Edward, but he said he'd like to, be known as Ed.
No,
Well, it's
no,
Ed.
no,
What
no.
Ed Ward, wasn't it? Ed Ward, wasn't it?
It come across as Ed Ward, as if
Ed
I don't want to
Ward,
be called Ed or Eddie or anything else. I want to be called Edward.
Ed.
So
Yeah.
Edward.
Yeah, I remember that because it got called everything but
Yeah.
Ted.
yeah, yeah,
Did you
Ed.
have an
Yeah.
Edward as well?
Yeah, we did actually.
Ah,
Yeah, and
Yeah, Mike has just said
brilliant.
that.
Yeah.
there we go.
Didn't
Yeah,
like to be called anything other
yeah,
than
Ed.
Edward.
Yeah, we had Ed. Screen room. Hag.
yeah.
Ah, yeah, we had the witch. Yeah.
Whilst we had all that, we had loads of orbs around the bottom of Tim as well. Whilst we sat at the screen table, even though we was doing
Yes.
like what was we doing? Can't remember what he was doing now, but it was orbs all over him, and that's when I caught on the SLS. There was like a dog figure sat on the table, and one of the
Was Tim
questions
at
that
the
was asked.
trying to think, was Tim at the table? Screen, he
Yeah,
was.
He wasn't scrying, but he
were
was sat
actually sitting
there. He was
Yeah.
just sat there because we was just doing the normal session, asking questions out loud.
There were quite
But
a
yeah.
few. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people say, yeah, it was just no. There were
wasn't.
actually in periods of time, there were like clusters of orbs, weren't there?
Yeah, but dust actually shows up as white because it reflects
Yeah.
light, and an
Yeah.
orb don't reflect any light; it just absorbs it, so it comes out as black.
That's right. Yeah.
So there was,
Well done, Jane.
so there
Yeah.
was black orbs.
Jill's
Yeah.
comment: Edward had PTSD, and our World War One soldiers came in and
yeah.
supported him.
Yes, yeah,
That's
yeah,
right. Yeah, because they asked about shell shock, and she said it was nothing to be embarrassed about.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember writing that down.
Thanks, Jill.
What we got else? Yeah, that was good. Thanks, Jill. Yeah, Kathy said she felt dizzy and sick, as if she was
Yeah.
drunk. It passed about 5 minutes, and she was on the left-hand side of the room and said it felt warm. However, the people on the right-hand side of the room, we were cold and drafty.
Yeah,
So
and we checked the window.
there was quite a split. Yeah,
Yeah, and there was nothing coming through the window at all.
nothing seals. You got anything up there?
Mikey
that
said Edward passed from a heart attack.
Ah, right, okay.
Thanks, Mikey.
That would actually that would actually make
Don's
sense.
saying there's there's a shape change on the SOS as well.
Yeah, there was. It was. It showed up as a dog to start off with, like
Yeah,
sat up type thing on the table, and then when I caught it again, it was like somebody lying down with the hand underneath the head. So it was like that type of thing stretched out
Right.
over the table.
okay.
So yeah, that's cool.
Did it let you save that?
I've got to go. Me and Scooby have got to go through that because
Okay,
it's a
cool.
bulk load. It's like 79 million kilobits or something in a one.
You know what I'm after,
So
don't you? TikTok.
yeah. Yeah.
Because they went
That's for
down really
children.
well actually, the TikTok, so thank you. What else have we got? Other notable things you said, Scooby, Kathy and Jill, rifles, infantry and shell shock, giving a military connection.
Yeah.
Jill told the spirits that it wasn't a shameful thing to have, and everything is all right now. Yeah, Don's scrying session. Did you do scrying up there?
That yeah, but I can't remember what happened. Yeah, I've got pass.
Okay, because we had like, are
I
you
don't know. I
connected
don't
to
know
the
if
building
Mike
now?
is on. Mike, can you remember what happened?
Yeah, there you go. We had military connection. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So that's
Seen that. We
yeah,
had the
that's
shapeshifter as
across.
well.
Yeah, we had a shapeshifter as well. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
We
Don's was quite
also
interesting, weren't he? When Don did the scrying, because
yes.
he come up with the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to talk through that one?
Well, what it was, he come up was being a blacksmith, and he was born there. But he lived in the village, but he actually lived in the blacksmith house, the smithery. I did some looking into that, and the smithery is actually a B&B, an Airbnb now, and it's
Oh,
just
right,
around the
okay.
corner. So the connection was there. I'd like to go there, but he died because he ended up getting burnt on the side of his face from the furnace. He had a blowback from the furnace, and it burnt the side
Didn't
of his face and
somebody
killed him.
feel that?
Don
Did
did,
somebody feel? Yeah, Don did, didn't he? Yeah.
yeah. And when he closed his eyes, he could actually see the burn on his side of his face. It was the left hand side of his face.
Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
And he come back as 1675. And we asked him
Yeah.
what type of year it was, and we come out with about September because he said it was the end of the harvest. So we
Yes.
figured it was about September time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Don's was quite good. And we asked if there was any others here, and that's when he said yes. And we asked about the animals, and he says yes, they're in the room.
Didn't it say something about a baker? Didn't we have a baker?
We did, yeah. We had a baker as
Yeah.
well. But didn't that come through with what was her name? Charlotte.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
I
Yeah.
think she was the baker. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was the one that she had a problem with her eye, with her left eye, and it turned out she got a glass eye or something, which was a bit
Oh,
weird
right.
because how far do glass eyes go back?
Ah, Mikey says yes in Scrying. The guy who sat there had a mark on his face. Yeah. So
Yeah,
How old? How far? That's a good question. How far back do glass eyes go?
that's right. Yeah, because we didn't really get a year out of her because
no,
she
he
felt like the
didn't.
left-hand side of her face had drooped down.
Yeah.
So that was quite weird. A really good
Was
place, though.
I enjoyed it. And I think it's one of those ones that's, excuse me, probably not done a huge amount. So it'd be
All
okay.
right.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, because what we got out of her was that it was the 1900s sometime, and we asked her who was the monarch, and she says Victoria. So I don't know when Victoria was, and she was a baker. She was married, and she had 4 children, but only 3 of them survived. And she says that the children do work and they're farmers.
Go on, say get 1800s for glass eyes. Natalie's saying,
Oh,
but you're
yeah, so
saying
that's right.
Jane and Phil have said it's 1600s. So yeah,
Oh,
goes back further than the 1800s then.
mm, yes.
Any more?
Oh, oh, what happened there?
When was the first recorded glass eye?
Crikey,
Dates
It's
back.
before
Yeah,
1500s.
Christ.
I bet they looked interesting.
Dates back to 2900 BC.
flipping heck. Late
Was that glass then?
16th
No, or was it
century
wooden?
prosthetic eye.
It wasn't made of
Wow.
glass, but the glass
As I
eyes
say,
were
a
1500s.
wooden one.
Ah, okay. I wouldn't know.
Wouldn't I?
Imagine to get a few splinters off that one.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
A woodworm.
The woodworm. Yes, they are. Yeah, well,
Yes.
good point. Good point, Phil.
Yeah.
Good point.
What's the name? Was it? Did you say Victoria? What was Victoria's reign then? She's
Yeah, it was at
yeah. So she's
1800s.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So a bit later than yeah, a bit later. 1837.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, a bit later.
So yeah, so it all ties in a bit, doesn't it?
It does. It certainly does. Just having a quick look down. What have we got? Victoria in the military now. Job, baker, marriage, yes. Uh,
Thanks, Mikey.
he's very good. Extremely good. Um, and he knows he don't you, Scoops? Because he's ace. Sorry. Right. Yeah, that was it. So then we had um we're on the second floor of the school.
That was the
Not
seance,
even
yeah.
that second floor of the building, even. It's because I read circle then. So which room was that one then? That was
The Robert
Um,
Craven room
was
was
that the
the
Robert Craven
middle
room?
it was a
floor.
Robert Craven room.
That's it. What did you have in there?
It was Scrying. Again, I can't remember.
You was on a circle, and I come in and said, "Was you getting anything?" And you said no. So then I
Yeah.
said, "There's loads of children in here," because yous was all laughing like a load of girls. And then all of a sudden, you went, everything just clicked all of a sudden.
Yeah.
and you got because we got the girl stood in the middle. What was her name now?
Sorry,
Was it
I've got a
Ella?
laugh.
Ella.
That's it, Ella.
Ella.
But you got her brother,
Yeah.
and Mikey picked up on her step brother called Joe.
Yeah.
Because we got 9 children in that room, ended up with exactly 9 names.
Yeah.
That was outside of the circle, but Ella was in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you?
I'm gonna have to start taking notes, aren't I?
You are. Yeah,
Well,
see,
yeah.
Paul's done fab notes. He really has. Okay, they're all
let's
good
see
at
the-
all this stuff.
Yeah, you could write a book.
He has.
Yeah,
Oh
I've
yeah.
got the children's names was Thomas, Sophie, Sally, Clyde, William, Joe, which was the step brother
Yep.
to Ella, and then there was Toby, Lily, and Freddie.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Paul, that's not bad for somebody who was put on the spot, asked to write notes with 5 seconds notice.
Oh, honestly, Steve,
And
you
trying
would
to do
have
the
seen
SLS
they're
at the same
ace.
time.
The notes are brilliant.
Oh,
They're like,
I've got a copy here. They're absolutely fantastic.
yeah.
Freddie was
I
Ella's
didn't make it.
brother. And Freddie had lost his front tooth because he fell over and smashed his teeth on a rock. So,
I
Wow.
don't know how you've written it all down so fast.
wow.
You need some of those glasses like Diggs got, and they record the conversation.
Alrighty. That'd be a
know.
good idea.
Yeah, that was one as well there. The teacher
Yeah.
that was playing the piano and they were all singing, remember?
Thanks, Nat.
Yes. Did you have a teacher?
No, I don't think we did. I don't think we did.
Yeah, because it's like, do you play in the church? Da, 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 da. Parents, do you like ale? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Then Don wasn't feeling very well, but Scooby's keeping an eye on him. Didn't seem serious, but worthy of a note. Adult that was affecting him, female. Either Kathy or Jill said the teachers need to keep away, and that Richard was backing into a corner and told to stay with the children. Was that Mr. Craven?
Mm.
I think his name's Robert, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Um,
it was very much featured around Sunday school. I can imagine.
Yeah, because when we was talking about the piano player, we asked him if he played in the church, and he said his reply was definitely not.
Yeah.
no,
So,
no.
so I think we guessed that he actually played like the Joanna in the pub or something. Means he did like beer.
He liked his ale. He did. What else we got? Do you belong to the church? Yeah, do you belong to the church? His reply was definitely not. There we go.
But whilst we was
Final
doing that
path.
in the Robert Craven room, everybody was like giddy, weren't they? There was all
Yeah.
acting
Yes.
Yeah.
silly, like a load of kids.
I can't comment. I felt like
Yeah.
that anyway, but hey ho.
But that's when I went into Rob's and they was all laughing and joking, and they couldn't understand why.
Giggly
that's what
from
I
the
said.
ale.
Well, the kids were there,
We
weren't
had a
they?
lot of laughing and joking.
Yeah, and the kids were there.
Yeah.
Can you take your finger off that bottle?
No,
Just opened a bottle and it's about to spurt everywhere. Yes. So then we had
getting
we're
sprayed.
doing it, holding hands, doing a seance. Majority of the people feeling this silly mood, laughing and giggling for no reason. Movement lights on the mantelpiece. I can hear
And the
that.
windowsill.
And the windowsill. Rem Pod was in the middle. Nothing. We didn't get anything.
No,
See, electronics didn't really
No.
they didn't.
do again, did they?
No.
But all occurrences, what people picked up on spirit boxes picked up. Yeah.
We did get a couple of hits.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
What's it, Spirit Talker, wasn't it? Which was on fire again.
No, I was going to say the
Right.
rope light tripwire. We got a couple of hits on that draped over the mantelpiece.
That was it, because we put both of them out, didn't we?
Yeah.
So
That's
it was
right, yeah.
Don's that went off. Yeah, mine didn't. What else we got?
That scene,
yeah,
the
they
bell
didn't.
kept going off in the big.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, I remember that one as well. But so yeah, it was 9
See, one of the
children. Yeah, we got that.
one of the children had got like a red wine birthmark on his left cheek. That was Toby, I think. Yeah, Toby.
Toby. Yeah,
Yeah.
Which I think that was
Toby
the
was.
brother, wasn't it? That was Ella's brother, wasn't it, Toby?
Toby was Ella's brother.
Uh,
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, no, Freddie was Toby's
Freddie,
Ella's
sorry,
brother, wasn't
Freddie.
he?
Yeah, Freddie was.
Yeah, he was the one with no teeth. And then Joe
Yeah.
was his stepbrother.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
All in all, I think it was an extremely interesting
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
It was
Really
an
do.
amazing
I-
place.
I've said
Yeah.
it before.
Thanks, Nat.
You can spend a lot of money on doing locations that have got big hype, massive layout. I'm not going to mention, I'm not going to give any similarities, but for something that was like quite cheap, I think was it £22?
Well, we charged 22 quid. Yeah.
We charged £22 for it, and what a cracking night!
Mm.
It wasn't okay. It wasn't a big castle. It wasn't any a prison or anything
It
like
was
that.
one of those places that you just wouldn't expect.
Yeah,
The information that actually came through.
yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
one of them I would like to go back. It's not expensive to do. We charged £22 for it,
And I've got to say,
and yeah, it was a good night. It was a good night.
where did we stay with it? What's it? The travel lodge that we stayed in was very nice as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that wasn't
Yeah, but the chip
overly
shop doesn't
expensive.
open on Saturdays. And the
Shocking.
pub's expensive.
Shocking.
I know.
We froze. Everybody's froze.
No,
Hey,
not
no,
everybody's
about-
froze.
Scooby's froze.
Yeah, I have.
we haven't.
No, me. I'm still moving.
I'm
I
back.
loved Elizabeth. The suffragette
Suffragette
came through.
came.
Yes.
Oh right, okay.
That was early on. I think it was a suffragette. Nat, correct me if I'm wrong. It was a suffragette that we asked the question: was the tapping in the roof paranormal or was it natural? And the answer was natural. So for me to have a spirit debunk something, wow, that's brilliant. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a bit of a useless fact now.
What?
This is completely nothing to do with the ghost hunting. But I used to work with a girl who was a descendant of Emily Pankhurst. There you go.
Right, okay.
Emily Pankhurst was it changed herself to the
She
dynasty?
she was
Yeah.
the suffragette, wasn't she? Yes, there you go. There's a bit of a useless fact for you. Hey ho.
So I'm just mopping up beer.
Or he's spurted beer all over my desk again.
I took the top off
Good
and it
effort.
went everywhere. It was like champagne.
Sorted. So we now move on.
Yeah, to 30th Drive. This was basically we've got a Circle of Friends group. I'll come to that shortly. It was sort of a last minute thing. I think a week's notice.
Yeah, we had another team. Sadly, couldn't make it, so they offered it us rather than the date be cancelled, and they offered it us. So thank you very much, Blackgate.
Yeah, Blackgate Paranormal. Jane offered it to us. We couldn't say no. It
And
was
thank
like,
you to everybody who came as well, because
yeah,
if you hadn't come, then we wouldn't have been able to hold the event. So
no. So
Yeah.
so it was a good result. But yeah, 30th Drive.
wow.
Yeah, Paul, I'm gonna sort of put you in the line of fire here. What first impressions when you walk through the door?
Well, I walked through the door about 2 hours before all you did. And I got attacked by Carol, which is the lady that lives next
Thank you,
door.
Mikey.
God, she's got some tall stories
Good night,
to tell
Mikey.
about number 30.
Night, Mikey.
So, yeah, I mean, you met her as well, didn't you,
Yeah,
Carol, next door?
she really has.
Guys, she got some stories to
She
go, innit?
she loves that property.
She
She
does, yeah.
has so much to tell you about it and how her property links with it as well.
That's right. Yeah.
She's an
Something
extreme.
about
It's
the well
well
underneath the
underneath, isn't
fireplace,
it?
is
Yeah.
it? Yeah, yeah.
The wall was built over the top of it, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Um,
Weird.
she's an absolute diamond. She really is.
Yeah.
Nothing's too much trouble, and she's fascinating. The
Yeah.
story she can tell you, you could be there all night.
Oh, he was. We
But
only
it's
went
good.
round to under a piece of
I was
paper.
going to say we were around there for about an hour. Um,
Yeah.
she's amazing. What she doesn't know about that property is nobody's business.
Yeah. Well, me and who was it? Shane walked round with electric field monitors, and we was picking up electric currents everywhere. There shouldn't have been, especially like in doorways. The meters was going off the scale. The bathroom doorway upstairs that went off the scale. Stood below the light in the hallway, that was hitting like 300. So I don't know where all that power was coming from. But it was a weird place because we had the K2 on the mantelpiece as well in the
I remember
kitchen.
that. I did a video.
Yeah, that's
Um,
right. And it was
yeah.
hitting red all the time.
We couldn't find a cable anywhere.
No,
There was a clock, no batteries in the clock, no power to the clock. It was hitting red. The clock on
yeah,
the
because I
stairs. Now, I did watch a little bit of the film when the lights go out, and in the film there's a clock.
When the lights go down, yeah.
Yeah, on the landing of the stair or on the top of the stairs. It was the same as that. That clock.
Yeah, there's that like mini grandfather one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now that clock, right? No power to it. You put a K2 up against it, red. It's just a shell,
yeah,
red.
yeah, because we put the electric field monitors against that, and we was hitting 192, and that was going to
It
a
was.
red screen. So
I
there's
don't.
nothing in
It
it.
doesn't make sense.
No, there's no
People,
power sockets. Come on.
people as well. This was later on in the night. Field monitor. People, red. Now, people. Okay, we all know we're made up of or give off electrical energy. Now, but there's not enough there to set a K2 or anything else like that off.
No, no.
They were red. They were red. Um,
That's the film.
That's
Yeah,
it.
if you haven't watched it, do. We haven't just yet, but that is the true story, based on the true story of 30 East Drive.
Yeah, when they played that in the local cinema, everybody in the village actually got to go there for free and watch it.
Yes, yeah. It's
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I
mean,
but
what-
yeah,
It is available on Prime Video for people who have got Prime Video. You can watch it on there.
I'll
The
watch
other
it one
dodgy
day.
thing about 30 was when you went up the top of the stairs, was it the boys' bedroom, right at the top of the stairs.
Yeah,
People that went in there was complaining of being dizzy and having chest pains,
Those were
breathlessness,
cool.
and all that.
that's the one that the door opens, isn't it?
yeah.
The
No,
little room.
that's a
I know.
girl's
I know.
bedroom,
Julie.
and on the left, that was
When you
that's
got
when
top of the stairs, you got the bathroom on
boys'
your
room
right.
facing, yeah. Yeah,
Straight on, that's the girls' room. Was it? Then you got the mom and dad's, and then the little room at the other end of the stairs was
oh, I thought that was the
So-
girls because that was the door that kept on opening on command.
that's the little lad's room, isn't it, Philip?
Oh, right.
Is it Philip? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But anyway, that
there is
room,
a young girl there though as well that they
yeah,
don't know where she came from.
that's right. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and she's connected to that bedroom as well as the young lad.
Yeah, but that room we went into where everybody was having chest pains and breathlessness, we found out afterwards that the dad, who was always drunk, got up because he felt sick, and he walked past that bedroom, collapsed on his way to the bathroom, and died of an heart attack.
He had a heart attack on the landing, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. And that was the
Yeah.
room we all felt rough in. So
Yeah.
it was
Less said
spooky.
about that one, the better.
Yeah, I had heard he'd
Yeah, yeah.
actually died in the
Yes.
bathroom.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
it was
he?
just outside, just in the
On the landing,
just in
weren't he?
the
Yep.
on the landing in the doorway. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh, wow. I mean, yeah.
It was quite a place.
Intense.
Yes.
I made the mistake. I made the mistake of we'd had a Chinese. There's Chinese around the corner. Fabulous food. Really, I'm not a big Chinese fan, but it was very very nice. Now I don't know whether it was the amount of salt that was in it, but um, I got thirsty afterwards and I kept drinking. I forgot we took squash, so I was on
He had
coffee.
coffee
I was
overload.
I was drinking. I was restricted because we'd only got so much milk, so I was topping it up with cold water, and I was there wasn't that much.
There's about 2/3 of a bottle left.
Well, that was because I was preserving it. So yeah, I mean, I was topping it up with tap water. I was drinking tap water as well on its own because I just need. Yeah, I mean, I was really really thirsty. But I made the mistake of drinking coffee. So by 5 o'clock, we just stopped. We just finished the last scrying session. I was on for another one, and everybody else was sort of.
Everybody was dying, and Rob was like, "Wee!"
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
decided to go to bed, and I was still wired. Yeah. So basically, I didn't sleep. I must have. There weren't that many, but I must have been listening for every single tap and bang and creak from that what's that front room after everybody was asleep. I managed to get some sleep, and I've caught up. I managed to catch up during last week, but it took me a few days. But yeah, my mistake. Won't happen again. I'm taking some juice.
I would definitely like to go back.
I'd like to go back.
The only thing I'm going to say is I had an unpleasant experience, and that is all I will say. But I would like to go back. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I
I wouldn't know.
I think there's quite a lot to find out about there.
I'm going to say if you can't get anything out of that place, I mean, I said it about us.
You want shooting.
If we can't get anything out of 30 East Drive, then I think it's time to pack up and give it up. Yeah, it's there. It's definitely there.
I mean,
It
as
takes
far as the SLS went, I got stick figures leaning up against the back of you, Joe, when he was on the, I think he was on the double bed. I got stick
Okay.
figures
Yeah.
leaning on the back of you. I got stick figures on the wall where nobody was stood. When I went into
Wow.
that other one, which was saying the girls' room, I'd got orbs coming out of the wall from the double bedroom into that single bedroom.
wow.
Shane actually witnessed that on the SLS. So there was all sorts going on.
It's I think the best way to describe it is there's plenty there. It takes a little bit of probing, but when it does, all hell lets loose.
Yeah,
That's a good way of.
it's for me. It's next level. Um, it's very clever.
You're right, Jill. The reputation is warranted.
Yeah,
Absolutely, 110%.
it's clever.
Yeah.
It's calculated, and it knows what it's doing.
Mm.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Very, very interesting place.
Yeah.
No, it's yeah.
Overdone. It might be overdone, but the amount of energy that place has, it's going to take some.
And it could be to do with the well.
I mean, the thing is, if the well's under the fireplace and it's just like covered over, yeah.
Didn't
But
you say
yeah,
there was
I
some
mean,
sort of markings on the well lining or something to do with, was it
Yes.
druids, did she say?
Yeah, the
Oh.
druids.
Yeah, that was what Carol said.
Because they found that, didn't they, when they did the flooring for her kitchen
right,
and that,
yeah.
didn't they? Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. They concreted all her flooring. So in the lounge, which backs onto East Drive, and through to the kitchen, all that's been concreted. Now, the interesting thing is in her kitchen, there's no explanation why, but around the site of where the well would probably, or past the
Yeah.
well, all the linos bubbling, well, it's bubbling up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no explanation because there's no water, it's concrete. There's no way any moisture can get up through the floor, but the lino's bubbling.
Just saying, I feel if I ever went, I'd have to be very cautious.
Yes.
My
Yeah.
personal thoughts are, if you're sort of sensitive,
Which Jill is.
or if you are, I'm going to say, if you're got mediumistic skills, I'd say it could quite possibly tap into that. It's strong.
It's worth doing.
It's worth doing. It's strong, but it's basically
Now, I'll tell you something here, Jill, because the weird thing was, we
yeah.
did our circle of protection, and I couldn't get it to go any lower than my knees.
There's a few.
And
Yeah,
I piped up
that was
and I
me
said,
and
I
Shane.
can't.
Yeah.
Yep, I said I can't get it to do it.
It was
And I don't know. Somebody said, didn't they? I'm glad you said that because I can't either. Shane, all he could see was black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
fact,
there were 3 or 4 of us.
I think Julie as well said she couldn't see anything other than the black light.
There were 3 or 4 of us that just could not.
It was
get
like
the
it was like the
protection to come down.
protection was blocked. Yeah, it's strong. It's strong.
Even when we tried to do it outside, we was getting exactly the same. It wasn't covering our
Yeah.
bodies.
Yeah.
It was
So-
better. It was. We should have
Yeah.
gone down the street.
Yeah. Back of my van.
Do it in a pub.
Chinese up.
Yeah.
Do it in a pub. But yeah, it was better because we did it outside, and we would got a bit further. But it was like still people, because we say we look for the white light. Look in your hand. I'm doing the wrong one.
Yeah,
Look for
stop,
above your head, and people were getting black, not white, black.
We couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's an interesting place.
Now, me personally, on other places, I've had that happen before when I've moved away or gone outside and I've managed to do it again myself and managed to get it fine. But there, no, just could not
No.
get it to do
No.
at all.
Yeah. So
But
that
just
was
to
the
reply
East
to
Drive.
Roberta, I don't think it's been overdone. I think it's taking energy from every person that goes in there. So I think it might be actually getting stronger.
Yeah, I'd say that. That's why I was going through the, like, if you've got, like, if you're like sensitive or me got like some kind of skill, it's a channel in that it possibly
Thanks,
uses.
Jill.
Funnily enough, I was the only one standing at the end of the night. I was ready to go. I could have gone until it was going
If
live.
we have enough interest, Don, I believe it is booked up quite a bit. So we can ask the question. And if we get enough interest, then yeah, we'll go back.
I do know of other people that that would like to go, didn't get the opportunity.
So that's probably 7 people straight
So-
away.
Yeah,
You can only have 10 there, so
But I definitely think next time you need to take a medium of some sort.
Yeah, we
As
go.
a backup protection.
yeah,
We could bring Jose.
yeah, bring James. Yeah. You pair can go and run it. There you go.
so
And take James with you.
that was that was 30's drive.
Been there, done it.
That'd be good.
There you go. Jane and Phil can run it.
Yeah.
Take Josie with him as the medium, and bang.
Yeah.
Then we'd have.
I know Josie would be an element.
Then
of
we'd have
bang.
another 7. Yeah, have room for 7 guests, which we could fill. Like,
Yeah, Natalie can go to make the notes.
can only have 10 people.
Oh,
Mm. You up for that then, Jane? If we can get it.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
There you go.
She's on the spot now.
I'll do it.
Done.
I'll do it
Yeah,
like a
I'll
shot.
go.
I'll do it like a shot.
Let you pair run it.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
Take your sleeping bag. Floor's quite comfy actually when you got a blow up bed on it.
Yeah, I recommend an airbed. We used an airbed, although I didn't sleep. Um,
Yeah, I've got one of them.
yeah, I mean, I know Stuart was next to me in the chair, and every time he turned over, it was. Yeah.
Shane slept
So
upstairs in the boys in the girls' room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shane just said he had the best night's
yeah,
sleep ever.
that's
but,
something.
yeah.
The most active room, and he was basically came down the following morning. Best night's sleep he's ever had.
Went in the double room or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ian was
Yeah,
in the parents' room. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might
Right.
go next time if you book it again.
Yeah.
It's worth
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Definitely
I've,
worth
I've done
going.
it before many, many, many years ago. And from what I experienced and from what you guys experienced, it was like night and day. I found it really, really flat the night I went.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
No, it wasn't flat
It
when we
definitely
was there.
wasn't flat when we were there.
No.
It's it was like something that give it a dose of Epsom salts. It
Yeah.
was like yeah, really, really, really strong,
You
really,
can
really active.
walk in from outside
You can
and
feel it.
turn to go into the kitchen, and it's there straight away as soon as you walked in. It just got that really heavy feel.
Right.
And when we did the
straight away.
spraying in the parents' bedroom with Ian, it looked like
Yeah.
he'd got horns on his head, if you remember.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
I may,
was
I
well
may
cool.
still have that. I'll try and pick that off the video and
Yeah, it was
post it
cool.
because that was proper weird. Yeah,
Yeah,
looked like his head was on fire, like a
It-
volcano, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, that was.
And then,
proper weird.
right at the end, who did it? Who did it? Was it Ian again? Got somebody with the land. That was the last one we did.
That was Stu.
Stuart, sorry. Yeah.
Ian did for one
Um,
session and Stu did.
Yeah, got somebody worked the land. He was basically going back to, was it 1300s?
Yeah.
Way, way back. And he was basically, I think he's got doing crops.
Yeah.
Got crops. So yeah, I can't.
We'll have to see. We'll maybe book it once, maybe book it for twice, so that everybody gets a chance at it.
I think it's one of them that will keep to the group only.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, because I'd prefer to keep. For me, I'd prefer to keep it on the group only.
We've got to keep it small anyway.
Yeah,
but,
keep it small.
yeah. Gives everybody a chance at it then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mix
because
the
if you
groups up a
invited
little bit.
guests, I think it'd have to be one-on-one
Yeah, yeah,
because of the activity there.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
definitely.
moving on.
That kind of wraps up the chat.
That was March. That was March. On yesterday.
That was
That was
March.
March. Yeah. Next month, April's a bit quieter. I think there's a couple of events in
Yeah,
April.
we're going to be. It's going to be second week into May probably because we're on holiday for our next review. We'll post it. I'll have a look. Carry on talking.
Yeah. So just one or two things while we're on. We've currently got a 10% Easter offer going on. Thank you, Scoop. That is going to be for any event. So if you book before the 10th of April with the code, was it Easter 26?
Yeah, it was Easter. 26, yeah.
With that code, then you'll receive 10% off any event of this year. Bargain.
Definitely.
Don't forget also we've got a pay in 3 option. So you can pay in 3
Spread the
goes,
costs
spread the
out.
costs. You could actually, if you work it right, you could have it like buy now, pay later. So basically you book the event just before, and you'll do the event, and then the next 2 payments come out after you've done the event. Buy now, pay later.
So on that note, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, it is. It should mention it is
It's in-
only for purchases
over
over
£30,
£30,
and it's interest free.
which most of them
So
are.
there's
anyway.
no extra charges on there. You just split the costs 3 ways.
To take advantage of it because it does work and it will work to your advantage.
It'll help you out.
Yeah.
We're also still running the loyalty bonus scheme. which we will give you a card. And
Look, there's chili.
every time you turn up to an event, you'll get it stamped. 8 stamps. Thank you,
Thanks,
Paul.
Paul.
It's upside down. Yeah, every time you come to an event, you get it stamped. 8 stamps, you get £10 off. That helps too. Some of you know, well, some people may not know, we don't widely broadcast it. We've got a competition running. Who the most events? I can't say it. The most events.
It's an accumulator.
Yeah. Go on, Joe.
So each time you go, that counts towards the accumulation of the amount of events that you've done in the year. The one with the most events attended at the end of 2026. Last year we did £100. We'll probably stick it to the same, and that gets credited so you can use it on other events.
Yeah. So,
or you can have it in the bank. It's
I have no idea who's in the lead at the moment, but yeah, it's there. It's still an open door. Get yourself in there.
And we draw that.
Boxing Day.
We announce it
Over
over Christmas.
Over Christmas. Is it not Boxing Day?
Yeah, it's Boxing Day. It's over the Christmas period when we do our what's it?
So next event this next weekend, Chillingham Castle. Go for it, Joe.
Wait.
Chillingham Castle. I can't say anything more than eat because we went there in the day. We went on holiday. Wanted to go to Northumberland for a long, long time. Purely and simply because I wanted to go to Holy Island. Did that. Brilliant. And we thought, let's go and see what all the fuss is about in Chillingham Castle. Let's go and see what it's like. Not expecting anything. Wow. Daytime. Creaks, bangs, and people walking across the floorboards.
It's like
There's nobody there.
we just went as like
Fantastic.
paying customers off the street, and this guy was on about ghosts and stuff, and we mentioned we do a little bit of dabbling here and there, and
Get off the arm of my chair.
sorry,
And
yeah, he says go and sit yourselves in there with the first rooms and see what you get. So 20 minutes, we sat in there.
we had bangs to command, and I mean bangs.
Yeah,
And
footsteps.
footsteps across the floorboards, and there's not a floor above. There's not there's nothing to the side. It is its own little up the staircase in the rooms there. So it was like, wow. We both looked at each other and went, we need to book this. And we did. The rest is history.
Yeah, it's the only place we've ever done in the daytime to do a recce. Well, it wasn't recce. We just visited, and we've ever experienced anything. So it was like a no-brainer. It got me booked. So we booked it, and it's next weekend.
The stories that have been told, and I can't. I mean, whoever's stopping there, you're braver than me.
I do know that there are a couple of guests stopping there. I know one of them quite well. He's got himself a room. That's going to be interesting. I might see if he'll come on here actually.
Shane.
No,
Shane's
Rich.
staying as well. Shane and
Oh,
Ross
yeah.
and that lot. Yeah, they're staying. So yeah, there's two of them. We will, but I'm going to ask. We'll ask them if they'll come on for the review because they can give us their account of their evening in Chillingham.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good.
And find out what their experience after dark was. But yeah, it's phenomenal place. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful building. Has quite the reputation from what we've been reading on Natalie's notes. Yeah, really looking forward to it. Can't wait. Couple of days away. Fabulous. What more can you say? So we're looking. I know Jane, you and Phil are staying up there as well, aren't you? Not
staying
actually
here.
in the castle, but
Yeah.
you're in Northumberland. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, about
Can't wait. Paul, you're
20, 30
joining us.
minutes away from the castle.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
probably leave
in.
the car
Yeah, we're in Alnwick.
So we'll be
It's
car
about
park, so
15
you'll be all
minutes
right.
away.
Yeah, you're about half an hour from where we're staying.
Yeah. Yeah. And Paul and Jen are joining us as well.
In the car park.
And Scoobs! We're all going.
Yep. I think I'm
Yeah.
staying at the same hotel that Phil and Jane are as well.
Ah, right, cool. Ah,
Oh, that'd be good.
fabulous. Yeah. It's yeah, we're dragging the caravan up. So
We're staying in
fantastic.
Alnwick.
Alnwick with a Breamish caravan site or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually
I can't wait. One off the majorly off the bucket list.
we will be I'm supposed to be meeting up with Rich for a drink. I don't know if anybody on the Friday night. So if anybody wants to pop in, I don't know where we're going, and meet up, that's more than welcome.
I'm
Yeah,
working.
absolutely. We'll
Yeah,
we'll
we're there
do
from
that.
Wednesday, so yeah.
We're coming up Thursday, so yeah. Yeah.
Rich has also
Yeah,
asked me
we
if
go up Wednesday
we can do a
morning.
low vigil. Obviously, that's he'll need one of us for insurance purposes. But Rich has asked me if he can do a lone vigil. He's big into it, and see what he can get.
Absolutely, yeah. So we already have a candidate for a lone vigil. Ample good. Yeah.
So
See where we go.
that's next weekend. Chilworth Castle. We're all packed and ready to go almost. And then after that, we've got Stockport
Masonic.
Musonic
Oh,
Hall.
I'm looking forward to that one too.
I haven't got a clue about that one. I don't know anything about it at all.
No, nor do I.
I
Yeah,
deliberately haven't looked at anything yet, so I don't know. And then we've got the Antwerp sleepover.
Well, I'm not having a Chinese. I'm not having any coffee.
No, he's going to sleep on one of the slabs downstairs in the.
I know exactly where.
his own.
Oh, you can get lost. I know where I'm sleeping. I know exactly where I'm sleeping.
Is
Because
that the slab with the pentagram on it? Yeah.
We're going to stick
I
him
think
in the
you should.
cage. I think we should stick him in the cage.
Yeah, definitely. No, strap him up on
Yeah,
that
that sounds good.
Strap him away.
Yeah.
yeah, in your dreams.
And after that,
Anyway, yeah.
might be in somebody's dreams. Anyway, it's you don't know, do you? You know. Anyway, we're moving on to that one.
And
We've
then
got
the
Chirk
weekend
Mill.
after that, we've got the
No,
team one.
hang on, we haven't finished Antwerp sleepover.
I'll finish that one. Yeah, Antwerp. Seriously, we got quite a bit from there, didn't we? It was that was
The
I
lady,
enjoyed Antwerp.
the lady, Isabella, Lady Isabella.
I can't wait to re-encounter her. She's
I hope.
fabulous.
But she's apparently, Marky's telling me that she's there all the time. She's there all the time. So I'm hoping that she comes through. And yeah, for me, I'm going to be sleeping upstairs because if I want to be haunted by anybody, I want to
It's
be
gonna be
haunted by
Lady Isabella.
Lady Isabella.
Is that before or
Hopefully
after
she
Last
might-
Orders?
Yeah.
She likes to drink, does that one?
She said,
Yes, she certainly did. Affecting 3 of us. Yes.
yeah, great place.
So yeah, and then Chirk Mill
We've got one at the weekend, didn't
down
we?
to the Welsh borders. Is it
Yeah.
Wrexham?
Yeah,
Sorry, Wrexham. Isn't it?
I think we've got an event every weekend.
Say again. Sorry.
Yeah, in May we have an event every weekend because
Yeah.
we've got an event every weekend in May because we've got our little team one as well.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh dear. So yeah, it's going to be a long one again in May.
gone. Where's this come from?
Yeah,
Yeah, because we've got the priest's cottage.
this is the one that we've got Priest Cottage
So we've got
on the
Stockport,
22nd.
Antwerp,
Mm.
Chirk, And then we've got Penryn because we've got that one as a
On the
a
2nd
little
of May, yeah.
group. 2nd of May. That's not a public one, as such. So we've got Penryn,
Stockport, Antwerp,
we've got
Priest
Stockport,
Cottage,
Antwerp,
Churchmill.
Church, and the Priest Cottage.
Jane, what are you doing?
Every weekend.
Wow.
It's not all her fault. It's mine as well. So yeah, so that's going to be an extremely interesting catch up on in June.
Yeah.
Because we might be fitting in yeah, we might be fitting in April's as well, because obviously we're on holiday. We're going to Tintagel.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then obviously we've got Penryn, so we
Yeah.
might be doing a double whammy of April and May together in June.
Oh, brother.
You do realise that May is going to have an event review of its own for the size of it.
Yeah.
You're right, it probably is. Yeah.
Jane,
Did I hear you say she's sacked?
Yeah, me and Joe have done well.
You can't blame Jane. We've done good this year. We have.
I wanted a Saturday night in the boozer.
No
You'll
chance.
have to wait till the weekend after, like the first
Absolutely.
weekend in June. I think you can do.
This weekend in June.
First weekend in June, yeah. We've got our we've got our
Yeah.
what's it bar meeting
you can have a
barbecue. There
drink
you go.
then.
You can have a drink then. We calm down then. You see, we've only got we've only got two.
Yeah, but I want to know what Jane's got up her sleeve for June.
Two. We've only got two in June, so that's all right. Anyway,
Yeah, there is only two.
so that just about sums it all up. doesn't
Yeah.
it, really? If you haven't booked on anything, please book on. Come and join us, crazy lot.
Yeah,
We really do enjoy what we do. We have a laugh, we have a joke, we do take it seriously, but we thoroughly enjoy what we do.
and we do. Yeah.
And we hope that we can pass that on to you guys. So come and join us.
Yeah. And if you can't make Chillingham, Jane's got
Why
plenty
not?
more in the calendar.
Yeah. She's got plenty up her sleeve, bless her. We're already working on next year's, aren't we, Jane?
Yeah, we've already started. Yeah.
We've already started.
Poor Jane.
All on 2027. Mhm.
Oh, bless you, Joe. Thank you.
But anyway,
Thank you, Jill.
it's Penryn. Yeah, if you get a chance, we're there as a not public event. We are doing it for charity for Headway North Staffordshire, which is where I work. Fabulous charity. So yeah, if you ever want to do an easy one, it's fairly, it's reasonably priced, isn't it? Because it's only about 23 quid, isn't it, or something?
£23, yeah.
Come and join us at Penryn Old Hall. It's
I'm going to go back. Sorry, Joe. I'm going to go back to what I was saying before. You can book on some of these sort of highly rated, expensive locations. Cheers, Don.
Don't
Yeah.
feel sorry for her, Jill. She's quite the taskmaster.
What? She can't believe she's booked so many.
DJ darling.
Somebody needs to change the password on a laptop.
Yeah. I'll provide notebooks. I can provide you
Well,
notebooks.
Find out what the password is and change it.
Hello.
Oh, I know what it is.
Say again.
I do.
No, changed it.
Change
I know what it
because
is.
you can't get on. Can't book anymore.
Oh, there's still
Yeah, I
a
do
bit of
mean
space in.
I'll do that tomorrow.
There's still a little space. We've still got a little space in odd places.
Yeah. So I was just saying. Going back to. I mean, you can book on some of the larger locations. I'm not going to.
I like that. Louise says, "Great watching. See you soon." It's like a giant
Thanks,
podcast,
Louise.
this.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an expensive event. It's not a massive location, but boy, has that place been active.
That just keeps giving
It's
all the time.
you know, for me, it's up there. You've still got your Great Castle up in there. East Drive's probably number one now. It has to be number one. But I've got my own personal top 10, but Penryn Old Hall is still up there.
That's
It's
quite right, Jill. You don't need a flash venue to have a great
No,
experience. That is
no,
quite right.
it's not doesn't have to be a big castle or somewhere that's been like experienced loads and loads of battles.
I think the thing is as well with Penryn, we've had, you know, such a lovely all the time. We've had such a lovely group of guests join us there.
Absolutely.
That the energy has been phenomenal.
DJ Dave.
The spirits have also got used to a lot of people because they come back and back and back. And it does it's almost like the place relaxes
Yeah.
and gives. It wants us to find out its story. It wants us to uncover, whatever secrets, whatever's going on. It's quite happy to give us. I
Yeah.
mean, God, we must have done it 15 times now.
Yeah, I mean,
I still don't get fed up with it at all.
from when we first started doing it,
No, yeah, Mikey.
back in 2020. Was that the first time we went there? Wasn't it? 2020. When we first started doing it, the spirits that we encountered then are different from what we're getting now. But it's been like an evolve. It's like sort of evolved and
Yeah,
a slow
we've still
roll
had
over.
little snippets
Yeah,
of the old ones as well.
yeah. Apparently Charlie's still there. I was told that last time. Although
Yeah, Ian picked up on him.
yeah, which was good. DJ Dave, which was somebody that was totally new.
Paul Henry.
Guy, the owner, basically he was a DJ for Penryn Old Hall at that time, and basically full of life and that. But yeah, guy basically confirmed him. He used to work for me. Wasn't there very long, but yeah, he basically used to work there.
My only regret is that
He grabbed
we
Paul.
haven't
Hang on,
actually.
this is not good. He grabbed Mikey's backside.
Oh,
That's
superb! Did he give you a little pinch?
I'll be putting a letter complaint into Guy.
Complain to the owner. Just don't put an insurance claim in, please. Oh, the lovely little girl. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we've had. Honestly, I love that place. Can't say anything else. It's just feels like home, and Guy and Kim are just wonderful hosts. Bless them.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going back. I do miss the place, and I enjoy it every time I'm there.
So on that note,
Yeah,
it is 9 o'clock at
it's
night.
9 o'clock. I think that's it. It's a wrap. Before we go, have you got any other comments on what we've done this month, Paul?
No, just keep an eye out for the SLS stuff that'll be coming on soon of 30 East Drive.
Hang on,
We've bring that this week.
Is that your new name, the SLS Doctor?
Yes,
I'm a doctor now, am I?
Yeah.
Mr.
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 SLS.
SLS. It's like Mr.
Scoob,
Lover Lover.
Can you can you change that to the SLS Doctor, please?
He'll have done it
That's
in a minute.
Scooby's the doctor.
Yes, it's.
I just dropped my bottle top on the floor.
Unless it wasn't the earbuds this time.
That was you.
Oh, yeah.
See, if you haven't noticed, we're doing it properly now instead of sharing some earbuds.
Yeah,
Which kept
unfortunately, mine
flying
only
off.
works on one side.
That was better than me being lip sync.
The one who said he was the warlock. Yes.
Yes.
There you go, you're the SLS doctor now, Paul.
Hey.
No, in all fairness, it's a great asset to the team.
So watch out on
I don't know
TikTok
about the set
first.
bit.
When Paul posts me the videos, then I shall upload them on TikTok for you,
Yep.
so you can have a look at that footage.
Yeah, he's a great asset to the team. If you're on an event, if he's there, he'll be walking around both
He's
teams.
Mr. Personality
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, great personality, great lad.
Car park attendant.
He's fabulous.
Yeah, he does security as well.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
security. Yeah.
Night, Dom.
Night, guys. So, Jane, Phil.
Any
I
other
think
comment to
that
say
we've
on
sort of
what you've
covered
experienced?
everything.
I've had a thoroughly nice time.
Did you
Brilliant.
enjoy that, Phil? You come on again now.
Scoop?
Yeah.
Well, he's got to, is it, the
Okay.
next one?
Good.
Another one after that, another one after that, another one after that.
I know from Phil.
Scoops, anything to add?
Yeah, give me.
He's frozen.
There we go. Am I back? Yeah, there we go. I'm back again. I'm froze again. I don't know why my feed keeps freezing here. It's
We can hear you. That's all
Yeah.
right.
Well, he's frozen now.
you've not frozen. It's just me. I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't like my Scottish accent. That's probably what it is. I mean, yeah, I've got to
Yeah.
say welcome to the madhouse that is the live stream, Phil. It's good to see you on here.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
It's been lovely. It's been lovely, actually, having both you and Paul on. It's yeah.
I think Phil did say he'd never come back again, but not to worry.
No choice.
Yeah, I mean, it will be good to go through the whole team.
We've been quite well behaved tonight, actually, for a change.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked! Mikey's going to come
It's
on
our
as well.
scripted
Yes.
Yeah.
See how many screens we can get on here, Scoops.
Well, I mean, could
We've
do
got a
like
space for you,
rolling thing.
We've got a space. There you go.
Actually, we could do a rolling thing. We could have a month off and leave it to.
I am actually, working on something. So, yeah. You
She
might
hasn't
see a
told me
bit
about
more-
that.
You might see a bit more of us on YouTube. So
Mm.
leave that one with me. Scoop's going to kill me.
And Robbie's by the looks of it.
Well, you haven't said anything to me about that one.
Yeah, look at his face. Brilliant. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed it. And roll on to the next one. I'm not quite sure where we're going to fit it in, but we will at some point. So thank you very much, everyone. I can't get my teeth in. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
How much
So
gin have you had?
much to the team that have joined us tonight.
Thank you.
And I've had quite enough gin. Thank you.
I noticed.
Yeah.
I'm all right. I'm very relaxed now.
Should be sleeping a minute.
Um,
I think Rob spilt more than he's drunk, isn't he?
What?
You've spilt more than you've
exactly.
drunk.
He spilt more. You see, it
I've spilled more than I've drank.
Rob,
Yeah.
I'm thirsty.
Rob,
That's
why have you got
Yeah,
Easter
I got
bunny
one of those
ears?
for a different reason.
Hang on.
I said,
You
why have you
probably
got Easter
something.
bunny ears, Rob?
What bunny is? Oh,
Oh, by the way, the dolls behind aren't haunted, just in case anybody wants to.
no.
They are just dolls.
They haven't moved yet anyway.
Yes, basically just remember, Easter offer, 10% off all events up until the 10th, next Friday.
Absolutely. And
Yeah, Scoop said it.
you can, don't forget, you can still use your paying 3 option with that as well.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
wicked.
brilliant.
If you haven't joined us,
And don't forget your loyalty card.
don't forget your loyalty card. If you haven't joined us on an event yet, please do. We'd love to see you. If you haven't booked on an event yet,
Why not?
why not? Absolutely.
Are you
I think
scared?
having seen this live, then I think, oh dear, not that group.
Yes.
But yeah,
So
go on.
we'll wrap it up and
I-
say bye-bye.
I'd just like to say, for those who have been on the events during March, thank you very much for your attendance.
Absolutely.
We really enjoyed having you with us. I'd like to thank the team as well. Basically, it's not just about Joe and myself. We are we're a team, and basically,
There's
yeah.
so much goes on behind the scenes, you know. Daft as it sounds, just some simple sharing an event to try and encourage you guys to join us. To Paul, who patiently goes,
Gets
yeah,
wet
yeah,
through at
puts
the
all
gate,
fishing wire on
showing
the
you where
roof.
to park your car.
But he patiently goes through all his footage. Scooby, you've seen Scooby working tonight. You've seen what he's set up. Fabulous. You know what I mean? To take in the notes so that we can present this to you. It we couldn't do it without everyone. So yeah, a big thank you from both
Thank
of
you
us.
to
I think.
everybody.
Absolutely. So on that note, I'm going to say night.
Good night. Thank you for watching.
Good night, everyone. Thank
Night.
you.
Night,
See you
everybody.
next
Nighty
time.
night.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
A circle of friends see shadows crawl in the corner on the wall. Voices whisper in the chilling air. Lanterns flicker when no one's there. Joe and Rob will lead you there. So join the circle if you dare. Join the circle if you dare. Feel the chill, it's everywhere. Spirits rise, we're made aware. So join the circle if you Scooby see what we can't see. Joe sees wicked gifts, they set souls free. Doors that open when no one is there. Lost souls scream eternally. Footsteps echo, worlds collide. We seek the truth, no place to hide. Join the circle if you dare. Feel the chill, it's everywhere. Spirits rise, we're made aware. So join the circle if you dare. Tables tip and cat balls glow. How that happens, no one knows. Cold spots come and then they go. Are ghosts real? Circle of friends will help you know. Footsteps echo, worlds collide. We seek the truth, no place to hide. Join the circle if you dare. Feel the chill, it's everywhere. Joe and Rob will lead you there. So join the circle if you dare. circle of friends see shadows crawl.